Are you interested in finding out more about living and teaching in England in 2020? At Teach In, we work with hundreds of teachers like you each year who are looking to combine teaching and travel on the ultimate professional OE experience. We actually partner with whole counties across England and boroughs in London to support schools and help find great Aussie teachers their perfect role in the UK. The schools that we work with are vetted, we provide mentorship, professional development, and they're really used to having new graduates from across Australia, New Zealand and Canada. Have you thought about taking your career on a journey? Because teachers, like doctors and nurses, have skills that are recognised and in demand worldwide. Aussie teachers are really well regarded in England, and there's lots of work for new and experienced teachers in state, faith and independent schools. Whether you're early childhood, primary, secondary or special needs, there's a teaching job for you across the country. And while you're young and you haven't got an established relationship with a school here in Australia, you've got the opportunity to take up a teaching contract in England, spend 40 weeks of the year teaching and the other 13 travelling Europe and exploring the UK. It's an incredible time. Most young Aussies who go over travel on the Youth Mobility Scheme visa, which allows you up to 2 years to live and work in the UK. So why do our teachers decide to teach in England? Most of them have that big overseas experience in mind, making new friends, travelling and developing professionally. They're ready to start teaching, but really not quite ready to settle down and get that forever job here in Australia. And for some, that job isn't there to get. Teachers that come to work in the UK get a full-time teaching job in their preferred subject area straight away, and it's arranged before they arrive, or they can decide to select guaranteed supply and work casually but with security of regular work. Whatever you'd pick would be dependent on your travel and teaching preferences. The teachers that we support love having the choice of schools and environments to select from, and we make sure that new graduates have reduced teaching loads, mentoring and ongoing PD. And lots of our schools have on-site accommodation or connections to teacher housing or hosts that will look after teachers when they arrive. And our teachers are adventure lovers. They love travelling every 6 weeks, which in the UK is the longest that you'll ever teach without having at least a week off. They love being positioned on Europe's doorstep, and it isn't uncommon to get a £10 flight to Paris and go on the weekend and be there in a couple of hours. Our new graduate teachers experience a new way of working, and their knowledge of the British national curriculum, which is used in international schools all over the world, means that they have the ability to move into roles in Europe, the US, the UAE and Asia once they've had some time in the UK. Best of all, when our teachers come home, hopefully with some of the travel bug out of their system, they also bring back highly desirable skills that local schools back here in Australia are looking for when they're hiring. When you get back to Oz, you'll have an advantage when interviewing, and you'll have amazing memories, teacher friends from all over the world, and so much to offer your students and the co-workers that you're with. I mentioned that we had partnerships with whole counties and some complete boroughs in London, and 2 of these are the London Borough of Havering and the beautiful home county of Buckinghamshire. Head teachers, which are UK principals, they're coming over to meet and interview with potential candidates for 2020 teaching roles this September and October across Australia. Joe and Sharon from Buckinghamshire will be here from September the 23rd to October the 5th, and Stuart from Havering will be here from the 7th to the 11th of October. There's no better way to interview and secure a role than in person with representatives of the schools here in Australia. We already have about 50 Aussies in our Buckinghamshire schools who either secured a job this way last year or the year before. Make sure you jump onto our teaching website, click on the Why Work With Us tab, and that's where you'll find out more about these interviews, the schools, watch videos of teachers talking about their experience and register your interest. How do we support teachers? We cover your flight over there, up to $900 Australian dollars. We help you secure the right role with the right pay, and that's the British teacher pay scale with no umbrella companies involved. We collect your compliance documents, we help with your visa application, and you'll have a consultant to work with throughout your whole experience. We make sure that you're fully welcomed into our community of teachers in the UK, and you're invited to our social events and PD sessions. We hold your hand as little or as much as you like every step of the way. Is there a cost? Yes, but not to you. Our service comes with a fee that the schools that use us pay. It doesn't come out of your pay, and you'll never be asked for any money. Hopefully this quick talk has given you something to think about seriously, and if you want to get in touch, there's lots of ways to do that. Ask for your guide to teaching by emailing us, jump on our Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram or Twitter feed, stay in touch or give us a call. We've got an office in central Melbourne as well. We're all teachers. We've lived and worked in the UK, and we are dedicated to helping Aussies have a really fantastic experience over in England. Love to hear from you, so book your interview now with our visiting UK principals.